show. This is our podcast version of our content. And it is Super Bowl weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We are one day away from what could possibly be one of the best Super Bowls we'll ever get to watch. I'm here. I'm JP. This is my co host.
Sizzle.
Woo! And loading up, he said he's got a bunch to talk about. So before I guess we get into the old Super Bowl chatter, what you got? What you
Well, JP,
Mhm.
I have, like you said, I have a big list for this podcast episode. Starting off, heard some not so pleasant news on Kirby Joseph injury.
That's what
Uh,
Professor was hitting me up with this morning when I woke up. I thought it was a dream. Let me know
I
about that.
uh, I don't think I don't think he's gonna be a Lion. Uh, just because I think the knee injury is like kind of like I was saying during the season, one minute Dan in the fort, would be like, oh no, no, his knee's fine. And the next minute he's limping off the field, So that being said, I think there's more to it than they want to lead on. But I honestly think in this draft, well, let me rephrase that before I get to that.
Hmm.
Um, I think his injury is bad, but Branch, we're not going to see Branch back until possibly, Thanksgiving.
Ooh, okay.
So So I think that being said, I think we're drafting a safety in this draft. No, I don't think it's going to be the first round, but keep that in mind. I think we're getting a safety.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
just my predictions. Just going by what this is going by Kirby Joseph. I don't think he's going to live up to his contract. Uh just because of that injury. I think it's real bad, and I think there's a doctor slash he does like TikToks or something, I guess I hear, or something of that nature. Well, I guess he was getting into detail about it that it's not good. So hate to say it, hate to start off with the episode like that, Kirby Joseph, but yeah, I didn't wasn't planning to hear that.
Yeah,
So
no, okay. So that's two sources now. That kind of makes me nervous. Makes me
yeah,
nervous.
yeah, and yeah, I touched on, Branch,
Hmm.
you know. Um this is um I'm thinking, yeah, that's all I got on that for now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pause there. I was just kind of looking through my rotations and notes, and yeah, that's it until we get on to the big game and all that. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, that yeah, it definitely has me nervous. I mean, that was something me and Professor had, talking about this morning. Obviously we have good starters, but that backup this year just wasn't what it was last year, and rightfully so.
absolutely not. Yeah.
And rightfully so. I mean, all those guys showed up last year, and then they all wanted money. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. They all ended up getting paid other teams, which good for them. That's how the NFL works. But
hmm
I definitely made it so like, oh, we got to bring in a bunch of random people real quick. So
But granted, though, it happened to us last season, and defense, our defensive coach, he made it work. So I don't know what the difference is from.
well, that's what I just said. I said last year the backups weren't nobodies like they were this year. Last year there was actually some decent backups sitting on, and they all did so well last year as backups that they ended up all getting starting positions on other teams. So kind of like left a bunch of holes in our backup. So that's why we had a bunch of young random nobodies from Central and Eastern and Western Michigan in there because it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
But
but it's the big boy leagues, man. You got to make it work. So we don't have time for excuses.
yeah.
We got to win rings, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, dude.
Shit. Ah.
But yeah, no, the big game, bro. We got
Oh, I've heard. Yeah. The big game.
yeah, buddy. The old brisket's in the fridge right now, marinating, bro. Oh, every time I open that fridge, I see that thing in there. Oh, now wait, bro.
So
Cannot
a
wait.
few, yeah, me neither. A few things I gotta bring to your attention on that. Has
Hmm.
your opinion changed? Has it swung over to New England, or are you still rocking with the
Well,
Seahawks?
I took a little gander at the bets last night before I went to bed, and then again when I woke up this morning, and the
Ooh.
lines haven't moved too much. You know, very very small. Nothing that'll be like, oh, I gotta throw some money here. But I think I am still gonna ride. If I do a money line, I'm gonna ride the heavier on the Seahawks. I might, throw like a fiver or $7 on the Patriots just to kind of like, cause they're plus money right now, just to kind of like, oh, if all my bets fail, I'll have the catch. The old hook, line, and sinker sitting there waiting for me, kind of a thing. Um,
Yeah.
I think it is going to be a high scoring game. I know both teams have really good defenses, but I think I really do. I think the Seahawks are going to come out screaming. I know the goal for the Patriots is to come out and swarm them defensively and kind of keep them from getting out of control. But ah, yeah, no, nothing has swayed me, man. I'm still pretty locked in on the old Seahawks.
Okay.
Um, yeah, they just seem like they're gonna do that. They're gonna come out hot. They're gonna come out swinging, and Sam Darnold's gonna show all those other teams that let him go, like, hey, you fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm 50-50. I'm 50 on New England, just because their head coach, man, that's in
Uh,
1 year, that's incredible, dude. That is, I mean, he played in New England. He was a part of the dynasty,
yep,
and then within 1 year, right?
yeah,
He's already in the big game, right? So
yeah,
that's like, I mean, you couldn't write a better storyline, picture, script for a film for that, and then the ultimate ending would be him winning the Super Bowl. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. That's
And
looking
that's
back on
exactly what
that,
I've been thinking, dude.
yeah,
It's like
right. And
like
then
how do I want to bet against the story?
yeah, because I mean, let's face it, man. We've both bet against the Patriots in the Super Bowl before.
Oh, every time I've betted
Uh,
against them, bro.
I mean, and look how that worked out for both of us, right?
Yeah.
So it's 50-50, but you can't overlook Sam Darnold
Mm-mm.
and the season he has had this year. You
Yeah.
cannot overlook that. So I I I think Sam Darnold's gonna ultimately win the Super Bowl, but I can't. The thought of in the back of my mind is lingering that I can't overlook New England. I know I've been saying that,
Yeah.
but I'm still gonna go with Seattle. But there could be that what if moment that changes the whole diet, the
Yeah.
whole the whole outcome of the game.
Yeah.
So. it is what it is, and yeah, so should be a good game. And the halftime performance, I'm not too key on it, but I've been hearing a lot of buzz around the old interweb here about the dislike for not tuning into it. And I hear that there's going to be a another performance uh on YouTube here. It's got Kid Rock and a bunch of other lineups, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard that today. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, Kid Rock's gonna do his own little halftime.
I'm more interested in tuning into that one than I am the uh whoever the hell that is that's performing.
Bad Bunny.
Shit, I have no clue who the hell this fucking guy is. From what I gathered, what research I did do on him, he doesn't sing a one song in English, so I
Oh,
have no clue. So not interested in listening to Bunny or whatever, Honey or whatever the hell you said his name is.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've slowly grown to become a fan of his over the years. He's Puerto Rican, so he's still American. He's he slowly made his way into the wrestling business because they used his song one time, and then he was just like, "Hey, I'd like an opportunity to actually wrestle. Can I, get my way in there?" And he's been one of the very few celebrities that actually come in and actually perform pretty good in the ring. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting. He did a really good job in Happy Gilmore too. I thought that was hilarious. I thought he did a good job as the caddy.
Yeah. Well, I'm tuning into the Kid Rock, uh, American Badass tour, I think it is, or whatever. I think that's more my route I'm gonna go into. Uh, he's got a whole catalog of good music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted to know your outlook and your opinion on it because I didn't know who the hell he was. So
Yeah, yeah. No,
figured, hey, you might know who he is. So yeah. Oh, and seems how we're on that topic.
mm-hmm.
Well, it's off topic now, but we've talked about this guy before. No,
Mm-hmm.
I need to know JP's thinking and whole thought process on this. Max Crosby rumors.
Okay, okay. I think I know where you're
Rumors
going with
now.
this. Yeah.
And didn't see the interview now, but old Hutch sat down in an old interview
Yep, I remember
talking
that
about
interview.
how greatness it would be. Let me rephrase that. How great it would be for old Max to join the old Detroit.
Yeah, no, I think that would be absolutely nutty, and
I
it would
mean,
change the landscape of. I mean, and it would be a step that we would need to take. I mean, they did a
well,
little
look,
bit. Hmm?
I understand there would be stuff like, hey, he's older, he's getting older, money wise is the huge ball buster here. But what if Crosby Crosby can't, he can't, that knee is real bad. Now does that open the door up for the rumor talks to come into play now, or what do I don't know.
Yeah, well, they were talking about a little bit on ESPN the other day, and they said it's not impossible to move his contract because he just got paid last year too. So he's a top five money, and it's like it puts into the whole the people that we need to pay still, and him coming in. Where, mm, where, where do we stand on who's got to go? Kind of a thing. Because if we bring Max in,
Exactly.
we can't keep everybody. So does Gibbs go? Does Laporta go? Does um Jack Campbell, our linebacker, go? So there's a bunch of those kind of questions. It's like how does he fit it? Like obviously the player, he'd be great, and we know he'd get along with everybody. Me and my dad watched the actual interview of Hutch talking about that was a possibility going into the season last year that we were gonna get him, but he ended up getting paid over there, which changed the whole conversation real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, it just we gotta see, where does he fit, is what it is as far as finances.
Right. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you there. I mean, it's then again, though, we do have the smartest general manager in the room, though.
Yeah, yeah, no, Brad Holmes is a
This is his
badass, yeah.
year. This is his year. He's got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's switch topics on the old Hall of Fame game. Okay.
Hall of Fame game.
Or no, Hall of Fame
Eh,
snub.
oh, Belichick.
Yeah, we didn't last we talked, we didn't we didn't have the news of that yet. But no, not only Belichick, but the old Kraft, Robert
Mm-hmm.
Kraft himself, got the old see you later, bud.
Yeah, no. We did
What
we
is
actually
going on?
we actually did cover a little bit because I remember talking about Jimmy Johnson being like it
Right?
kind of shits on the Hall of Fame. He's like, I'm not going now. He's like,
Well, I'm
yeah,
shitting on it now from now on.
yeah.
Unbelievable. What's your thoughts?
Uh, just kind of like I said before, I think it's kind of gonna put a dampen on the Hall of Fame. Every year if somebody goes in that's not a first rounder or something, they're gonna be like, oh, he got Belichick, or you got the same people, wondering like, who goes into this whole process. This is not players. It's not, anybody who's actually, put a helmet on and played for many years. It's news people. It's reporters and stuff. They're the ones who get the kind of the vote on it. It just, it does. It absolutely um, dampens the Hall of Fame. It dampens people's expectations. And I agree with Jimmy Johnson. He's like, I'm a Hall of Famer and he's not. I don't even want to be in here. He's like, I ain't going.
Yeah, I'm
He's like, it's stupid.
yeah, but I mean, I know like we're kind of deja vu again on our words here,
Hmm.
but I mean, not in a million and one years would I have said, we're all sitting by a campfire and be like, hey, first ballot Hall of Fame, Bill Belichick. Oh, for sure. There's not going to be one guy by that fire that's going to disagree, right?
Hmm.
And the day comes and it happens, it's like we're all saying like people that don't understand football are the ones that are controlling the vote, and it's like you said, it's proven fact that people are not even going to care and tune in, and it's going to be chalked up pretty much.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no. And as far as the ones who got in this year, I thought they actually made a pretty decent selection. I'll show you the video when you get over, but McAfee had him on doing a little quiz game about previous Hall of Famers and stuff, asking them questions of like who was the oldest person to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. It ended up being Jerry Rice. Which team has won a Super Bowl in each or has been to one in each different decade. And it was Luke Kuechly. and Drew Brees versus Larry Fitzgerald and Adam Vinatieri, and
Yep.
they were doing really good, and then Pat McAfee was like, you do have these lifelines, kind of like they do on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and one of them was, you can ask the boys in the office, what do you guys think, and they did that and they got it right. Then the next one was, ask chat. So they were asking chat for a little bit, and the chat ended up getting it right too. But then they got to a really hard one, and fucking, they're like, "Oh, can we phone a friend?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one," and it ended up being Belichick,
Oh
live,
boy.
live from his office. And McAfee, because McAfee for like the last 2 weeks has been absolutely just bashing the people who vote and do all this stuff, because they're big Belichick fans. They want him to be first round. They think it's atrocious, a travesty. Just
As
but
long as everybody else does, yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
But for the sake of making fun of everything, for them to have him being the phone a friend for the Hall of Fame quiz game, and then when they're asking, McAfee's like, "Don't worry, Bill." After they ended up asking him, he got the question. He's like, "Don't worry, Bill. You know, maybe someday you'll be on this game." Dude, everybody was cracking up so bad.
Fun times.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, man. It's good, but
At least he's starting to light up finally, huh? Jeez.
oh yeah, yeah.
Golly.
I mean, I don't want to say anything because we're on air, but if I had a lady a quarter of my age, I'm sure that would revitalize the youthfulness inside of me. You know.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
But
I don't really want to say too much either.
yeah,
So
because my luck will get an interview with Belichick and be like, "What were you saying about my girlfriend, huh?" Rah!
that
but
serious face.
yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a good Super Bowl, man. I just
Yeah,
what I think it's really gonna come down to is gonna be that run game that Seattle has. If Walker and Chardonnay can get cooking, I think it's gonna be a really, really, really long night for the Patriots, man.
yeah,
Because once that running game gets going, then the passing game opens, and they have immaculate wide receivers. They got Cooper Cup, who's a Super Bowl winning wide receiver, and then they got
yes.
the Offensive Player of the Year. Oh, that's what we got to talk about next.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that.
The Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith and Jigba, the wide receiver. So they got weapons everywhere on Seattle that could, once they catch fire, it's kind of hard to put out.
Yeah, because that run game is once it gets going, I mean, you can't stop it. Even when you do try to stop it, you start pinging it off to Cooper Cup. You got your other stars, boom, boom, boom. How are you gonna stop them all? You
You're not.
can't.
No, you're not.
It's impossible. That's why you're in the Super Bowl, and that's why I'm saying, yeah, New England. Everybody is, from what I gathered, is overlooking New England, and you can't. But it's hard to not overlook them because with Seattle's offense, there's just too many weapons, dude.
Hmm.
There's just too many. It's That's why I think it's going to be a very, very high scoring Super Bowl and real action packed, good Super Bowl, I think also. So kind of exciting to watch it. And yeah, see if my predictions are right, you know.
Yeah, I mean, me and Professor all lean in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have him pop on, but he just left to go to the dump.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But yeah, no, we got the briskets going. It's marinating. I'll get some pictures. Try to make a little short of that. What I want to do is get a couple of videos at different periods of time, and then just before the game, throw it up. Like, oh, here he is marinating it. Here he is throwing it into the oven. Here he is
Yeah,
pulling
you
it out.
should do that. That'd be exciting, man, to see
Yeah.
like first process, midway process, final process. Boom,
Mm.
boom, boom. You know? Yeah, that brisket's gonna taste wonderful.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be so good. I cannot wait.
What else you guys got going on out there?
He pulled out some fish, but I think that's for tonight. Um, yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm sure
Got
we're gonna
any
get some no
no
bakes.
bakes?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mm,
I'm sure no bakes are gonna be in the
very
plan.
nice.
Um, yeah, I'll make sure I snag some goodies, get us some milk duds and whatnot.
Right on. Yeah, Super Bowl's what, 6:30 or something?
Yep, yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
'cause 1 o'clock Rowan has his Boy Scout banquet, and then I'm gonna get home, and then I'm gonna try to move my stuff to put it out in the living room so it's kind of like out there. And then
Yeah.
I don't know, see if you're there or if you're here, and I'll do a Zoom call just to see how well my mic picks up, and I'll move around the house and stuff, and then yeah, we'll get it popping for when you get here.
Should I bring my equipment out or what?
You might as well just in case, in case we come up with something where it's like, oh hey, you know what? Maybe two cameras helps out. Yeah,
Well, I just got it off my laptop.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you could
Well,
put your laptop over by your seat, and but we'll see. Because I'm gonna be able to use my phone as a camera, so I can put it up like under the TV, and it can shoot back to the whole living room.
I
And
was
I'm
thinking completely random here, man. I wish I had that recipe for that vanilla dip, that bean dip there with Velveeta cheese.
Mhm.
Put that evil's meat in there. Oh man. Oh, it's like the best, dude. But I can't remember the recipe for it. I tried looking it up, but I could not find it. So, but anyways, yeah. Yeah, I'll bring it out. Just,
Yeah.
never know, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We never know, and maybe it works better if we got two cameras going, two mics going. Don't know. It just is better to have it and then not need it versus need it and not have it kind of a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, it gives us an opportunity to practice some different things. That way, by next year, we'll really, really be ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited, man. I mean, the boys, some good food, some good football. Trying to make
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of content for the old page. I think we're gonna be setting pretty, man.
Well, I'm gonna be ordering soon, uh, the rest of the equipment here for the studio, so that should be hopefully by next week I should have it ordered.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll have excuse me, we'll have better sound and whatnot, you know.
Oh, how's it going, Blue? Welcome to the chat.
What's up?
Hope you're having a good weekend, young lady. I hope it's not too cold. Hope the kiddos are behaving. Elbow drops are needed. You know, I just sent the kids back to their mom this morning, so I just freed up my time for the next 5 days, other than the Super Bowl. Oh,
And the brisket.
oh yeah, the brisket, snacks. Got to decorate the living room, get it Super Bowl worthy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what else? You got any other anything on your mind?
Nah, man, just ready for the old Super Bowl, bro. I mean, That's all I've really had time to think about outside of work and hitting the old gym ski. Just been getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I waiting for the Super Bowl, and then I'm waiting for the draft too. Not gonna lie, it's kind of been on my mind lately.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's something that we'll have to start doing here shortly is getting the draft preparation in.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. Um any information on the I-500?
No, no, I believe it starts tomorrow.
Okay,
Like
starts
the
tomorrow.
actual, I think the actual race starts tomorrow.
What a bunch of dorks trying to do it on the same day as the Super Bowl. Don't you know men have more important things to do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it gets done. Uh, shit, a little before the Super Bowl starts. So I could be wrong though. I don't know. I think it could start today, actually.
Right.
I thought it started the 7th, but
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully, again by next year we'll have stuff set up better.
yeah, like I said, next year I hope to be up there doing do some commentary and you
Mm-hmm.
know play by play action up there.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's the goal. So kind of planning it now, and then this time next year all the viewers and subscribers will see me up there freezing my ass off
Mm-hmm.
for you guys.
And then hopefully 2 years from now, you'll be in it and I'll be recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know about all that, but
Ah.
wishing the what do they say? Wish in one hand, shit in the other. So I think I can equal that out. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think on our next video we will be recapping the Super Bowl. You know, getting everybody's opinions now about what they think it is going in, and then yeah, then once we get out, we'll look over them all, see what everybody thought, and see if our expectations delivered. I mean, I'm rooting for the Seahawks. Our boy here, MC, he's being modest and being hopeful. He's like 50-50. He's got that. I don't know who to bet for. Yeah, I'm rooting for a team, but man, I can't fully commit. But he's been riding on the Seahawks, and same with Professor. I mean, he's been the one who's been agreeing the most with the whole once the offense gets cooking, you can't slow it down, man. They're just
Mm-mm.
you'll find yourself picking at your teeth. It'll be like, oh hey, we're hitting you over here. Jackson Smith's going good. So now they got to back up and try to do some more coverage, and boom, K9 rips one up for a nice 12, 13 yard, and it's like, oh no. And that's all it takes, man. You get them, staggered on a pass or run, hit them with the play action when you think they're all in, bam, it's over.
Yeah. And also too, let us know down in the comments who you got winning the Super Bowl.
Hmm. Oh
Seattle
yeah.
Seahawks or New England?
And just before we wrap it up here, just because we were about to talk about it and we didn't, did you happen to see Matt Stafford get the NV Pizzle, bro?
No, I did not. I did not
Yeah.
see that. He got it, huh?
Stafford is our MVP, man.
Wow. I didn't really see him getting it, to be honest.
Yeah, bro.
I'm glad
He,
he did. He deserved it.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you got the MVP, and what was cool is his coach had like, hey, I need you to come into the office and check out some film real quick on like rookies or something like that. And when he got in there, he sat down in the office, and then they played a video of his girls breaking the news to him. It was like,
Oh,
oh,
cool, man. Mad
no,
props to him, huh?
yeah, just like what makes your dad so special? He's like, when he's not playing football, he spends extra time with me and helps me with my homework. It's like, oh, oh, Stafford, and the youngest one who's got to be like 4 or 5. He's just like, I love it when my dad gives me hugs and kisses and plays football because I know he loves football. It's like, oh, oh,
That's
just
cool, dude.
yeah, no, it hit you in all the feels.
Right, right on, man. That's cool, man. I did not hear of that, and I'm glad that he got it
Yeah, dude.
because he loves the game, he respects the game, and he wants, like every other guy, he wants to win and be the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm surprised there's not gonna be like I think when he's done, I think there's gonna be like a Matthew Stafford award, because he never heard anything negative about the guy his whole career.
never, not
So,
once.
just throwing that out there. I think there's gonna be like some kind of something named after him, I think. You know.
Yeah, yeah, no, you don't see why not. Dude's been a good guy, man. He's a great role model. Somebody you always and he's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Can't knock a guy that's literally been damn near great his whole career,
yeah,
So, yeah, hats off to the guy.
but yeah, man. I'm excited for tomorrow. Can't wait for
Yes,
you to get
sir.
out here. Can't wait to smash some brisket and see what the old Super Bowl delivers to us, man.
That's right. That's all we can do. Eat brisket and watch a good game of
Mm-hmm.
football.
Oh yeah,
America's game. Football.
yeah,
Should be a good day.
absolutely.
Can't wait, my friend.
But to all of our viewers, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you after the Super Bowl. Pre-bet.
Free bet.
There's a light that shines on the sunny side of the street. Be careful as you go, just beware of wandering feet.